Magician pops out front and center. Okay. What else was this Magus? Someone's creating a little manifestation. Let's see what we're manifesting here. What is this Magician manifesting? Page of Cups, a little flirtation. They're figuring out ways how they can flirt. It's funny. This card is funny, actually. It has like a little, heart symbol. They don't exactly know how to communicate this. What else popped out? Three of Pentacles. Work. Maybe that's why there's some sort of hang up here. They want to do it. They're just trying to figure this out. It might be inappropriate. Or it might look inappropriate. I don't know how that makes sense, but take it as you will. What else with this manifestation? The Chariot. Looks like something's going to come like sweeping in fast with this. They're putting together the steps of what they're going to do here to kind of just like almost... They want a chance to do this when you are off guard somehow, right? To kind of like surprise you, or when you're not really expecting something to happen. They're going to show you what they've woven together here. The King of Wands. So there's a lot of attraction with this person. They almost feel like they don't even have a chance. It says, like, it looks like right here, there's a cup. And then there's a pig flying. So they almost feel like it's almost too good to be true. It would be too good to be true almost, or something along those lines. It's really funny. The King of Wands is a very fiery individual. They might be, the lion in his pride. He might have a pride of women around him, which might be good or bad for you, depending on whatever situation you're in. But he's looking directly at you. See, this, this stance is like facing directly at you, right? So there's some sort of like swiftness that they want to present something kind of like out of the blue. I'm getting also with the water card and him looking at himself flying away in his imagination, I guess. What are they presenting? What do we got? The Nine of Pentacles. Stability, happiness. Like the real thing. This person wants the real thing. They don't want some fake relationship or like fake people around the world. And Temperance. The Temperance card is about balancing the light and dark aspects of your life and accepting. Also, we have the World, which is also about, the world turns. Isn't that like an old soap opera? The world always turns, or something like that. But this wheel can go up and down. Sometimes in life you're going to feel like everything doesn't make sense, and then the wheel keeps going, and then it's light again. Light versus dark energy, balancing, accepting what's going on in your life, even though you don't want it to happen. But there's this Nine of Pentacles here that is all about stability and real feeling proud of your achievements in a healthy way, not in an egoic way, but of being like, wow, look at where I got to. Right? She's super happy. She's enjoying her falcon, on her arm. She has all these pentacles beautifully placed. She has her garden well tended to. This person might enjoy seeing that in you. What else? Let's see, let's pull some other cards. What is this Page of Cups thinking of doing here? What's the Page of Cups? What's the flirtation about? Evidence. Avoiding. They don't want to get in trouble for reading the room wrong with you. If they come towards you and it's not a go from you, they can almost get in trouble for this act somehow. There's work trouble, you're not really supposed to be dating in your work environment for many reasons. People that do that are just a recipe for disaster most of the time. I mean, there's always exceptions to every rule, but for the most part, it's a dangerous place to be, especially if you have your livelihood in a certain work environment and you depend on that for your life. You don't want to mess it up by dating the wrong person and having it go wrong, because now there's a stigma attached to you, attached to your work ethic, attached to your personal life, right? So even though this person is very attracted to you, they're not going to really risk it to have any like hardcore evidence against them if it doesn't work out, if that makes sense. Triggers. They don't want to get caught in the act and have it go wrong. Maybe this person has already gotten in trouble from this before. They've gotten in trouble with flirting in the workplace, I'll say, or something like that. So they're kind of like balancing back and forth, like it's like a good angel versus a bad angel on each shoulder, and they're both telling him to do something completely different. So he's confused on how to express himself, especially because you are this independent person that's like winning on her own right. They don't want to fuck it up for many reasons. It's not just because of their ego. It's because of some kind of work relation or some kind of group relation where they don't want it to go wrong, because it'll go wrong in multiple ways, which is fair. What else? Illusions. Being aware of love's illusions, seeing reality clearly. I think this person's kind of, even though they know that they're attracted to you, right, and they like what they see, they're just afraid of it being an illusion and having it go wrong again. So this person's kind of studying you at this time. They are trying to imagine ways to flirt with you or show you that they like you. Like it's almost like a flippant dream. Like, that'll never happen, but let me just try for shits and giggles or something like that, right? They don't really believe it will work out, which is another reason why maybe they're not coming towards you. But they are very attracted and they are looking at you and they're trying to figure out a way to kind of not get in trouble at the same time. Attraction. It does say you're attracting the right person at the right time in your life. So that might be something that they're trying to work out in their head, right? Is this an illusion? Is this really me being attracted to the right person and just going for it and making a move? Because if you wait around for a long time to find a certain type of person and then you finally see some sort of match, at least a match, it doesn't mean that it would work out completely because you have to investigate that. But at least seeing someone that matches what you always wanted to find in somebody. And it comes out of nowhere because you're not expecting to meet someone that kind of catches you off guard in what you've always been looking for. It's always just been like a pipe dream. Oh, that would be nice if, but that never happens. So, kind of attitude. So they feel like, is it an illusion or is this attraction really, this is it. There's something attracting them. So that's where they're at in their head. So what is the Chariot? The Four of Pentacles. So they're rushing towards you to hold on to you fast, because it's almost like, I just got a flash of like what is that game where the music stops and you all have to, musical chairs. They see a chair open with you and they want to take the chair before anyone else does. Okay. The Five of Swords, they see an opening here, right? Sometimes if you are attracted to somebody, but you were in a relationship always, or they were, and then nothing ever happened, but then all of a sudden there's an opening between the two of you where you're both not involved with anyone. Now is the time to make your move. So, if you're trying to go about it in a respectful way where you really do have a chance here, there is some sort of time right now where you have to make the move to at least try to grab at the stars. Nine of Pentacles again. They really respect how you present yourself. That's another thing. You're respectable. You're not really out there like trying to get people's attention on purpose. You might get attention naturally and you just don't really need more of that. At least not that kind of attention. You're not someone that is trying to get negative attention, I should call it, if you want to call it that. Just superficial attention. 12:21 on the clock. This person really respects how you carry yourself, how you are kind of independent in the sense that you take care of yourself. That does not mean that you don't need somebody else to share your life with or want to share your life with, but you can at least hold it down.